Hello, happy Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome.
Yeah.
If you're logging on, this is the first time that we are going live on YouTube. So I can guarantee you that something ain't going to go the way I want it to. And I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with that. But a lot of things are going to go the way that we want it to. So, welcome. We're letting people hop on. And as we get started with this, please feel free to drop us a message in the chat and let us know where you are logging in from, what city, what state, all that good stuff. Tanya, I just shot you
Yes,
and what's that?
sir.
What you need. So you should be good to go.
Mm.
And today we are talking about breathing, how to use breathing to help with meditating. And I am excited because that is a fantastic way to do it. Okay, I'm lowering the screen down for all of this stuff because this is my first time. And I got like 20 different versions of y'all on there. I have you on Zoom, I have you on YouTube. What's up, Ronnie? I see you, Christina, Nicole. What's going on? Jazzy, I'm assuming you're out there somewhere. I see, I think Teresa. Robin is in the Hizzy house. Good to see you. Okay. All right. I'm settling in. I'm feeling all right with this. I got this. I got this. What's up, Nicole? Violet. What a lovely name, Violet. I like that. Robin, Teresa, Cleveland. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. This is what we're going to do. So, if this is your first time coming to our event, we normally have a class at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have a bigger, more in depth session. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. It's not really, it's kind of a class. It's kind of, I don't know what you call it. So I just call it a session. We have that at 1:11 p.m. If you didn't sign up for that, you're welcome to stay. It's not like I'm going to kick you out like, you made that cross. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Everybody's welcome. You can just hang out and stay for that if you like to as well. That one is so important. That one is so important that I said a prayer this morning I have never ever said before in my life. I just prayed, God, I hope after that you're proud of me. Right? And it was something that I even put out in the search group, which was a question. If you believe in God, divine, whatever you call all that is and all that ever was, do you believe that God is proud of you? And if the answer is yes, then shouldn't you be proud of you too? And if you are, then do you really have any problems? Probably not, right? So it's an interesting thought. So that second one that we do is going to be super duper important because we're talking about the higher self and the lower self and why do we keep getting ourselves into our problems and what do you do when you are your worst enemy? And what do we do in terms of protecting you from you? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about breathing, all right? And how do you use breath to meditate? And I'm going to start off and I'm going to share my screen um, and formally introduce myself. allow me to reintroduce myself. Here we go. Oh, okay. My name is Willpower Harris. That is not my birth name. No more so than Muhammad Ali was born with that name. But if you Google Willpower Harris, there is only one, and you will find me and everything about me. But if you would have Googled Will Harris, there are a billion zillion Will Harrises, and one is black, bald head, he has a goatee, and he's a bodybuilder. And I don't consider myself fat, but I wouldn't want to give anybody a false impression of my greatness. So if you Google Willpower Harris, you will get me. Um, and just a little overview about me. I have been meditating ever since 2012. Meditate every morning at 4 a.m. And yeah, I'm just all about that now. I can't go long without meditating. It is a habit of mine now. I can probably skip one day without it. If I skip 2 days without it, I kind of reduce down past the Superman status to just a mere mortal. If I go 3, 4 days without it, yeah, my family starts to notice if I go a week without it, and they're like, "You better get in that puja room and start meditating," because yeah, we can't deal with you anymore. So yeah, meditation has made a huge difference in my life. I love it. So enough about me. Let's jump in and let's take a look at some of the benefits of meditation across the board and why it's important. I mean, just think about it. How many times do you eat a day? Probably 3 times, right? So we feed our body. Shouldn't we feed our spirit? If you believe in the spirit, right? If you think we're more than just this, like when we die, when we pass away, something inside is going somewhere. You got to feed that too, right? So we got to feed our spirit. So we suggest that you feed your spirit at least 3 times a day, as much as you feed your body. All of these benefits happen if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling delayed, if you're lacking patience. All of these things are replenishing your spirits, keeping you younger, keeping you vibrant. I am 54 years old and I have more energy than 20 years old. I can stand on my head and I can prove it. I got pictures of me doing that all around the world and will outdance anybody. And that comes from me meditating. That's what I attribute it to. I mean, I exercise too, don't get me wrong. But meditation is really, mind, body, spirit, all of that coming together. So there are many different styles of meditation. Every Sunday at 12:12, we go over different styles, and today we happen to zero in on the breathing type. And I wanted to go through and highlight in case there's anybody here and this is your first introduction to meditation. And by the way, drop that in the chat. If you are new to meditation, if you haven't meditated long, or put that in the chat too. And I go through these different styles because you may not be feeling this. And everything that I talk about and everything that I teach, I say, keep what resonates with you and reject whatever doesn't. All right. So silent meditation is one. Some people just sit, they're quiet, right? There's just no noise, no other information or stimulation whatsoever. That's one form. Guided meditation, that is my ride or die. I started off with guided meditation. I had an app when I first started and I couldn't meditate past 5 minutes. And it was one of those apps where you get past 1 minute, it's like ping, you have made it past 1 minute. Ping, you have made it past 2 minutes. And it never made it to ping, yay, well, you made it 5 minutes. It was just like ping, you're trifling. Ping, you never gonna make it to 4. Ping, ping, you know what? Why don't you just kick, throw your phone. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then I got introduced to binaural beats. Well, let me keep it real with you. I went and I saw a medium, and a medium predicted and saw me teaching classes and told me that in the future he saw me doing something around binaural beats and using that to teach meditation. And the medium, the psychic, he didn't know what that was. I never heard of it either. So afterwards, I went and I checked it out, and I'm like, oh, this existed. And I listened to it, and I used it to meditate. I'll never forget this. So I had headphones on, right, with this guided meditation. And I'm telling you that because this breath meditation that we're going to do today is going to be a guided meditation. I'm going to talk you through you breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to show you some visual images so you can imagine how you do this. And you're going to be in a state of utter relaxation. It's going to be like a spiritual spa. Okay. But the first time I went through it, I had my headphones on and I was listening to it. And anytime you try something new, especially if it's on the spiritual side, you're a little skeptic. And I had my wife sit in front of me. I'm like, listen, I'm going to do this guided meditation. I never did this before. If I do anything crazy, like I start like clucking like a chicken or anything like that, just slap them headphones off my head because I don't want nobody putting a root on me or nothing like that. So I did it right, and I meditated, and it's like I was in there for a long time. I was like, check. I was like, how long have I been meditating? It was like 10 minutes. It seemed like 10 seconds. And the next thing you know, it's like 30 minutes. I was like, what is going on with this? I'm like even getting chills now, just thinking back to that. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. I was like, all right, honey. So I said, you're free. You're free. I think I'm safe. And I started to read up on it. And then as I was reading, my reading speed had tripled. I was like, whoa. And I was hooked. I was hooked. I was hooked. And ever since then, I just started meditating. My spiritual journey took off from there. And I was just, I don't know, it was kind of like, in college, how you have all these, exploratory classes you take, you name it. I just went through the whole spiritual gamut, just trying to learn everything. Because I grew up in a Pentecostal church. I was a child preacher at 9 years old. So the family that I was born into, if it wasn't JC, it wasn't nothing. So I was introduced to this side. I didn't realize that meditation is open to everybody. It's free. Like there's no Hindu oxygen, Christian oxygen, or Muslim oxygen. It's just oxygen. It's just meditation. So these different styles, from guided to breath to eyes open to even movement meditation, that's fun too because I like dancing and the rhythm and the drums and the beat when you get into it. It's just all these different pathways for you to connect with the divine, for you to connect with God, for you to be able to relax or to be able to explore, to be able to have downloads of information, or I don't know. There's so many different styles and ways to meditate, even beyond these that I have up on the screen. But if you're new or just starting out, this is a good start. Um, and even like how you do it. Like when I first got started, or when I first thought meditation, I don't know. I guess I was prejudiced. I was just maybe you're a better person than me, but when I thought of meditation, I thought of somebody being Indian. You got to have like a dot on your head or something like that. You got to be able to have your hand. You got to be like Om. You got to be able to take your leg and put it around your ear or something like that. I thought you had to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to like pull a muscle or anything like that. You can sit, you can lay down, whatever makes you comfortable. It's really about just getting relaxed. And sometimes I call it clicking out. Sometimes you get so relaxed, especially if you're just starting out, that you fall asleep. But it's like a spiritual muscle that the more you do it, then you start to fall asleep less. But in the beginning, meditation is divine, meditation is pure. Whatever your body needs, that's what you're going to get. So if you were up all night in the club, what? Then you meditate, you can be like, oh, you're going to be drooling. You're going to be drooling. So even in any of our sessions, as you're meditating, if you want to turn the video off while you're meditating, please feel free to do so. Um, But the biggest thing I want to put out there is number one, spirituality does not have to be boring, not at all. Number two, um, there's no right or wrong way for you to enter into meditation. You just find your way and you experiment, you try different things, and you keep what resonates with you. You reject what doesn't. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you got to do it this way, or this is the only way to do it, because there's probably something wrong with them. This is all about free will. You finding your way to get connected to the divine or just to chill out. So, with that, let's dive in deeper. I think I kind of went through this. The power of meditation. You can use it to release stress, energy booster, enhance focus. I have a meditation that around binaural beats. The reason why I like that and takes me into deeper trance is because you got left brain and right brain, right? Some people are more left brain than they are right brain. Binaural beats kind of helps you use both sides of the brain to go into deeper trance, and that's why I'm all about that. But I got one that if you're left brain, helps you to tap into the right brain and use that side more, and then vice versa. So you got those people that are more logical, like Dr. Spock from Star Trek. This is not logical. But then you get those people that are heart centered. They're just like, all right. And they kind of need balancing out. So meditation can help you do that. And that's kind of what we're doing on that back end session that we have today, too. And then like a deeper connection to God or the divine. Now, the well being meditation method, something I created. So this kind of led from my Christian background. One thing that I wish I had more, I never felt like I was taught how to decipher if I was a better Christian, a better human being this year than I was last year. I like a little structure. So in this regard, there's three different processes in the meditation that I'm going to teach you today around the breath meditation and how to have control with your thoughts. The first phase of the well-being meditation method is intent, where you're going to set the intention of your meditation. Because I just showed you on the last slide, there's so many different ways and reasons why you can meditate. So the intention is also when I get you in such a deep state of relaxation that many people express not feeling their body at all. So that happens to you. Don't get worried. Don't freak out. You're okay. That is a good thing. And if you ever get concerned or worried at any particular point, just open your eyes and you're right there. The second phase of the well-being meditation method is the immersion part. So after you get relaxed, then the immersion phase is the meditation experience in and of itself, which in other styles, you just have the immersion, right? You came here for this, take it. Okay, here it is, you got it. Okay, then go, be gone. Now you're in the immersion stage of the experience. But the challenge is meditation, especially when you do deep meditation. And all the meditations that I do, it's pretty intense. It's kind of like a dream. And you know how you have a good dream, but when you wake up, the more you move, that dream kind of goes away. You forget it. So after the immersion, you have the integration, where you start to hold on to and remember the immersion period before you get up and go. Also, you want to get grounded because in some of these meditations, people have what's called an OBE or out of body experience. So they're not fully grounded yet and back and realizing because there is such another world experience. It's the spirit world that they're tapping into in a lot of cases. So that integration, and then also um, what I find very trying to figure out a good word to say it. What sucks is when people meditate a lot and they're still jerks. They're still jerks. Like, how can you meditate all the time and you still kicking cats and cussing people out. I mean, it's like, how are you integrating this You just meditated for 5 days, 5 days, and still nobody like you. Something's wrong here. So your ability to integrate this stuff into your life. So we do meditations, and then we have discussions where you're allowed to hear other people talk about what they went through. And it also expands your ideas of what's possible. Like, I never knew meditation could be entertainment until I heard my brother John talking about all the fun that he was having in his meditation. I was like, oh, I need to change my intent on the front end. This this is a whole lot cheaper than going to like King's Dominion or something like or something like that. I can do meditation and have some fun, save some money. So the integration is also, how am I going to apply this in life now? I got some messages. So for people who are in the spiritual community, you may have heard of ayahuasca too as well, where people have these fantastic things and they see these amazing things and they go to other universes and talk to aliens and see baby Jesus and kick it with Buddha, and then they come back and their life is still the same. Nothing changes. Nothing gets integrated. Something's missing. So the well-being meditation process has all these 3 steps so that at the end of the day, life should be different for you as a result of going through this. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you some images that I had made using trusty chat GPT. If anybody has any issues with AI, this is me pre-warning you so you don't get triggered. And the most I'm going to say about this is a hammer is a hammer until somebody bad picks it up. Until a carpenter like Jesus, Yeshua, picks it up and builds a house, or till somebody like Hitler picks it up. So keep that in mind. And don't get mad at me because you like me because I was funny before, but then I show you some AI pictures, you're like, he ain't that spiritual. I may not be too, but just because I have some AI pictures don't mean that maybe not. But just telling you. All right, so let's look at some images that may help you as I walk you through these breathing exercises. How to meditate to breath. There are going to be some times when I walk through and I'm going to say, imagine that you're breathing through your forehead. Now, depending on your left brain or right brain, you're going to think, oh, how can I physically breathe through my forehead? Well, you can't. But as you're inhaling, just imagine being able to breathe through that and making your muscles relax. And I'm going to take you down through your body because what I'm really doing is I'm helping you to release the stress and to become detached from different parts of your body so we can move your physical body out of the way so that you can have more fun, so you can go and do more things, so you can tap in more to your subconscious. And by the way, all the things that I'm showing up here, number one of the reasons why we're going to YouTube Live now so that people can go back and look at this, so you won't have to get carpal tunnel syndrome or take 1,000 pictures from your phone. But also, Tanya's on here, and if you want to become a member of Shurch, which you are welcome, then you can reach out to her because everybody who's a Shurch member gets copies of all these decks. So with this slide, I take you through your body, right, from the top of your head going down, and have you imagine, just like with these images, that the air is coming in and through your forehead, in and through your eyes, okay? I'm going to have you inhale, and you're imagining that you're inhaling up your spine and you're exhaling down your spine. Now, in the past, there are some ancient mystics that would imagine that the air is going outside of the body. The difference in the approach that I do is that sometimes I do outside, but I'm also doing inside. So this is impacting your aura too as well, okay? So instead of just going on the outside, we're going on the inside. Okay? Now, okay. You want to try it? Wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go. Okay, get yourself into a comfortable position. This is going to be live Nat Memorex. So I'm going to talk you through this versus an audio, which is going to be what I do in our next session that we have. If you want to turn your video off, you can. You can lay down, you can sit, whatever you want to. Okay, let's go. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness to your breath. And on your next inhale, inhale to the count of 4. Pause for a moment, and then exhale to the count of 4 and pause for a moment. Repeating that cycle. Now, on your next inhale, imagine inhaling through your forehead and exhaling from your forehead. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your forehead to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, inhale through your eyes and exhale from your eyes. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your eyes to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, imagine inhaling through your lips and exhaling from your lips. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your lips to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, inhale through your neck and exhale from your neck. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your neck to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, inhale through your chest and exhale from your chest. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your chest to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, inhale through your arms and exhale from your arms. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your arms to relax, to release, to be at peace now. Now, on your next inhale, inhale through your lower abdomen and exhale from your lower abdomen. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your lower abdomen to relax, to release, to be at peace now, 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 now. On your next inhale, inhale up your spine and exhale down your spine. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your back to relax, to release, to be at peace now, 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 now. On your next inhale, inhale through your hips and exhale from your hips. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your hips to relax, to release, to be at peace now, 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 now. On your next inhale, inhale through your thighs and exhale from your thighs. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your thighs to relax, to release, to be at peace now, now. On your next inhale, inhale through your lower legs and exhale from your lower legs. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your lower legs to relax, to release, to be at peace now, now. On your next inhale, inhale through your feet and exhale from your feet. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your feet to relax, to release, to be at peace now, now. Bring your awareness to your pinky toe. And on your next inhale, inhale through your pinky toe and exhale from your pinky toe. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your pinky toe, to relax, to release, to be at peace. Now, now, scan your entire body. And on your next inhale, inhale through every pore in your body at the same time. And exhale from every pore in your body at the same time. All along the way, telling the muscles in and throughout your body to relax, to release, to be at peace. Now, now, enjoy this moment of extreme relaxation. And bring your awareness to your heart. As you bring to mind someone you love, and allow that love to grow in your heart and spread throughout your entire body. As you continue to inhale and exhale that love through every pore in your body. Now, allow that love to leave your body and fill up the room that you are in. Become aware that you are aware that the love leaves the room that you are in and fills up the entire city that you are in. Feel it. Feel the love impacting everyone in your city. Now, allow that love to expand from the city to everyone in your state. Feel it. Now, and from your state, become aware that the love expands and fills up your entire country. Feel it. Now, And as you inhale and exhale, become aware that the love continues to expand to encompass the entire. And from your heart, echo out, we are one. Now, bring your awareness back to your heart. And from your heart, bring your awareness to your feet and then to your lower legs and then to your thighs, to your hips, to your lower abdomen, to your arms, to your spine, to your upper chest, to your neck, to your lips, to your eyes, to your forehead, to your normal breath. You will remember everything you experience. You will bring back the love that you sent out. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes and come back to the group. And you can turn your video back on too. It's 1 o'clock. So, as part of the integration, we have a discussion. Um, some people experience out of body or needing to get grounded. And so if it takes you a second, I would suggest trying to remember what you experienced. Now, there is, when you first came on, everyone was muted. This is my first time going through this. So there is a button that I can make it so that you're able to unmute yourself. So while I might be all right in doing meditation, I kind of stink at knowing how to unmute. So I'm going through and like clicking ask to unmute so I can make sure everybody has the power to unmute. So I think I did it. I don't know. But if you have any comments you want to make or any questions that you want to ask, feel free to raise your hand. Okay, good. It works. But if I miss somebody or I skip somebody, then feel free to raise your hand up using fancy Zoom to put it up. You may notice that there may be some other people too that click to join because at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going into our next session. And 1 to 11 is kind of like our free fall, just kicking it. You can just talk. And normally the first session, there's like questions or comments or whatever. And if you're too shy to talk, that's cool. You can put stuff in the chat and Tanya give me a shout out. One thing I would say, if anybody's in the DC area, we have a meditation um, retreat. It's sold out for the full retreat, but the Saturday, which is August 22nd, is still open. And I think Tanya was putting the information in the chat if you want to attend that in person, because group meditating with everybody in the room. I mean, this is cool. This is cool. The group meditation with everybody in the room and the energy is hot. You also will notice that my voice has changed because when you're meditating, oh, that's my mama. My mama trying to get on. Go ahead and let my mama in. You know it's her 'cause she looks just like me, except for she don't have facial hair. Uh, she don't have the facial hair. But so that's going on. And if you're interested in joining Search, you can also send a message to Tanya. She's going to be hanging out at the end of this session too. If you're on YouTube, I think Tanya's putting it in there. I'm not sure, but you can go to Meetup. She is. I see the head nodded. All right, I'm done talking. Robin, what's up? You got your hand raised.
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you for allowing me into this space. Thank you for everyone else who's in the space. Um, wow, that was pretty incredible. I've done a lot of meditation, but never through each part of my body. So, of course, like you said, things happen. When I was meditating through, I want to say my arms, all of a sudden my mom was there. My mom's deceased. And just funny things that happen. It was a container and she was using tweezers to take out ashes. So I have to look and see exactly what that means. But it was comfortable. I didn't feel scared. But then when you spoke again, it was time to move to another part of my body. I felt the neck was very difficult for me, and then my feet were difficult. But when I was on my hips, my husband, who was also deceased, just his vision, he was just right there. Again, nothing negative, but thank you so much.
Oh,
It was a pretty awesome experience to go through each part and allow my breath to become part of that part of my body. So, yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'm
that's
done.
great. That's great. I'm glad you loved it. That's wonderful. Thank you. Anybody else? Jazzy, I see your hand raised.
Here we go. Hi, here we go. Hi. So this was my first time meditating. I've tried before.
Uh-oh. Your mute button went back on. You're muted. Not yet. Almost. That's all right. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. Into the future. Fly like an eagle. You get it. You get it. Oh, that's when mama got a call like like the kid is tech savvy. Like, come over here. Come. Look, they're waiting on me. Come over here. You. I don't care what you're playing with. Come over here. Get the look. Then I give you. I gave. You better hurry up. It's all right. She'll get it. So Jazzy, if you're on your phone, I can't figure out how it works on the phone. I think you tap the screen and you may have slid it over. That might have did it. You may have to slide it back. That's one move. Or if anybody got suggestions in the chat, you can throw it in. Did you get it? Nope, not yet. Ronnie's like, nope, she got it. She messed it up somehow. I don't know how she did it. I don't know what you do. She's like, I don't know how you missed that. Well, while we wait for her, we can have someone else go. While we wait, Erica, you got your hand raised. You want to go? And Jazzy, we can come back to you. There you go.
Hi, hello, beautiful souls. Today it was very peaceful. Thank you all. It was interesting though because I've done a lot of different kind of meditation throughout the years, and I'm used to guided meditation the most, or sound meditation. And today, just having the sound of your voice and my noise canceling headphones, I could hear my heartbeat the whole time. So it was kind of like a really cool baseline to the meditation. So then when you had us engage the heart chakra, I had like an image of like all of us here and like my golden light coming from there and spreading to everyone here and then out to like the town. So it was really beautiful imagery that went with that. Thank you.
You are welcome. Cool. Jazzy, you get it straight? Just unmute.
It is allowing me to unmute.
It's a miracle.
It wouldn't allow me to unmute. It didn't give me the option.
That's right. You got
So,
it now. You
okay,
said
so
you never meditated.
I
That's right.
never meditated before, so this was my first time. I found myself getting emotional when we got to the heart. And thinking about someone I love. Um, so that was a really good experience. I look forward to being able to be one with my whole body again. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And for those of you who are getting on, we just finished an earlier session on how to meditate using your breath. And we are going into our next session, which is the higher self and the lower self. And if you were on the last meeting, you're definitely welcome for this one too. And Robin, if you thought that last one was good, girl, huh. This one is longer, okay? And by the way, so let me throw this out there. When I'm going through and doing these guided meditations, if you have an experience, like in your case, Robin, where you saw someone who has passed on and you want to stick with them, forget me. I want to say, I don't care what I say, you stay with where you need. You have the experience that you need. Don't worry about me. You stay there. And that's across the board. And that's what I mean by take what resonates for you and reject what doesn't. I'm here for you, not the other way around. So you have the type of experience that you want to have. What's up, Rozzy? I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it. Kanji's in the house too. Okay, I'm gonna try something, and I don't know if this is going to work, Tanya, because I need to stop the YouTube live because I just put search out there. And what I want to do is I want to start the YouTube live and type like the name so that people who are on YouTube will have something in the algorithms can do that. So I'm going to stop this and then try to start it again, and we'll see what happens. It definitely won't hurt the people that are in Zoom, but I'm just letting you know that because I was trying to send this link to you in WhatsApp.